Hi friends, welcome back to the next unit, Generation Planning. In this unit, we are going to discuss objective and factors affecting generation planning, generation sources, integrated resource planning, generation system model, loss of load, outage rate and capacity expansion, schedule outage, loss of energy and evaluation methods, interconnected system and factor affecting interconnection under emergency assistance. Today, we are going to discuss objective and factor affecting generation planning. The generation planning, the electrical utility planning process begin with the electricity load demand forecast. The demand for electricity initiate actions by utility to add generation, transmission or distribution capacity. Because of the long lead time required to construct new facility, decisions are often to be made 2 to 10 years in advance. Generation planning is the most important part of the power system, and the reliability of the whole power system depends largely on the reliability of power system generation system. The generation in the system should be such that it can supply the demand at all times under the outage of normal maintenance and forced outage. The electrical power industry is one of the oldest and well-developed industries. All power generation planning is performed in the context of modification of the existing system. The process begins with the electricity load demand forecasting, which is followed by reliability evaluation to determine if and when additional generation is needed. Finally, optimal capacity expansion are selected based on the economic consideration. Distributed generation, unlike traditional generation, aim to generate part of required electrical energy on a small scale closer to the places of consumption and interchanges the electrical power with the network. It represents a change in the paradigm of electrical energy generation. The distributed generation, also termed as embedded generation or dispersed generation or decentralized generation, has been defined as electrical power source connected connected directly to the distribution network or on the customer side of the meter. The emergence of new technological alternative allow the DG technology in distribution network to achieve immense technically, economical and environmental benefits. These benefits could be maximized by proper planning, for example, placement of DG at optimum location with optimum size and suitable type. The environmental concern and limitation of conventional power stations have imposed the restriction on new large-scale conventional power stations on expansion of existing conventional power stations. Moreover, concern over security of fuel supply have led government to set place to encourage renewable and combined heat and power development pertaining to the distribution network. Voltage control, fault levels, reliability, and power losses are among the issues faced in integrating DG into distribution network. What are the objective of generation planning? These are the main objective of the generation planning. Minimize the line losses, maximize distributed generation capacity, social welfare and profit maximization, comprehensive objective. The minimizing the line losses, the DGP deals with the optimal location of distributed generation to obtain maximum benefit by minimizing total real power loss in the system. In the basic formulation of a loss minimization may be done with the concept that a sum of all nodal injection of power in a network represents losses. Maximize the distributed generation capacity. The objective for optimal allocation of distributed generation has been taken as a maximization of DG capacity in generation capacity is allocated across the buses such that none of the technical constraints are be reached. Social welfare and profit maximization. The problem is formulated with the two distinct objective functions, namely social welfare maximization and profit maximization. Social welfare is defined as the difference between the total benefit to consumer minus total cost of production. In last comprehensive objective, the comprehensive objective aims to minimize cost of various components such as DG investment, DG operating cost and total payment toward compensating for system losses. In total investment. Objective function is based on the supply chain model formulation. It aims to minimize the investment and operating cost of candidate local DG payment toward purchasing and requires extra power by distribution companies. Payment toward loss compensation service as well as the investment cost of other chosen new facility for different scenarios. The factor affecting generation planning. The combined generation and transmission system analysis is important in determining the technical constraints to be taken into account in the system design and planning studies. The system analysis required the execution of several interrelated computer studies covering load flows, fault analysis, system stability, etc. in order to determine, for example, voltage level, circuit breaker rating, transmission line requirement, protection system setting, the appropriate method and corresponding degree of detail required for representing the various system components will vary according to the type of problem and the application for which the solution is needed. For example, expansion planning or system design or operation. For long-term system expansion planning strategy for which optimum strategy of system development are required, only a preliminary design of the system is sought. Load flow analysis based on the system data will identify the expansion required in the transmission system, duly taking into account the load location and the siting of the generating station. Load flow must be determined for several operating conditions including power plant outage. Short circuit analysis will determine the need for introducing higher voltage levels. In the next class, we will discuss the generation sources. Thank you.